What's good, YouTube? Super Insane 18 here, coming at you with episode 10 of our Road to Ranked series. We are going in with this team that you see here. It is actually really cool because we are using Latios to use Simple Beam, as you can see over on the layout, to get rid of Slow Start instead of using something like a Neutralizing Gas. I think it's personally just more reliable. You don't lose it if you switch out or if your Weezing dies or something. As long as you get that Simple Beam off, or as long as the Regigigas is out on the field, you're fine. So we are going to go ahead and jump in with this team. Now, you will see my unfortunately embarrassing rating. I did lose quite a bit of battles trying to just determine what I wanted to play. Pokemon's been feeling really stale for me lately, unfortunately. But I still do enjoy playing and wanted to bring this for you guys. So, it is what it is. But here we are. We see that my opponent has what looks like a Sun team. Well, dual weather, actually. He's got the Tyranitar and the Torkoal. So, if he leads with the Torkoal Venusaur, we could potentially be in a little bit of a bind if he puts our Regigigas to sleep. But I still think that this is the best way to lead. I definitely want to bring the Urshifu in the back. And then I think the best bet after that is the Rotom. Reason for this team comp is I want to show off the Latios Regigigas. The Urshifu handles a lot of things on his team, and the Rotom is just better than the last Humon that I have, honestly. Kartana can't really do much against the team. He does have a Torkoal, and the Gieleki doesn't really do much. He's got ground type and nothing really weak to electricity. So, it is what it is. I think my screen tearing issue might be back. I'm not quite sure why. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, here, what we're going to do is we're going to Simple Beam into the Gigas, and we are going to max and use, what's it called? Hailstorm. That will get rid of the Sun that the Sableye is inevitably going to set up, assuming that we don't go to sleep. Hopefully maybe he just tries to be super aggressive and maxes the Venusaur. So, we will see. Usually, more often than not, if I get the Simple Beam off, I feel pretty confident, but we'll see here. I do max first. I'm not sure if that takes Slow Start into effect. If it does, then we know that he didn't max his Venusaur, so he's probably going for a Sleep Powder here. We can hope... Okay, so he went for Trick. So he's just going to try to hit us. Which I guess is okay. Even if he switches us out, we could potentially KO the Venusaur here. Okay, perfect. So that's kind of crisis averted. I'm trying to determine now, so if he tricks us with the eject button, there is a possibility that he has Shadow Sneak. So what I kind of want to do is go for the Draco Meteor into the Sableye slot and guard on my Gigas this turn. It depends on what he sends out. Getting rid of the Venusaur right off the bat is one of the really big threats on his team kind of gone. So let's go ahead. We'll go for the Draco Meteor into the Sableye slot and guard, just in case he has... well, do we want to? What are the chances that this Tyranitar is weakness policy? Let's just go for a Hailstorm, just to get rid of the sand again. My guess is he has the Excadrill in the back. So, the fact that he's maxing this makes me definitely think that it is weakness policy, so I'm glad I didn't go for Quake. The Draco Meteor will hopefully do really good damage to the Sableye. And with any luck, he doesn't run Shadow Sneak, and we get this Hailstorm off. But I'm guessing he does run Shadow Sneak. Okay, no, he went for the Will-O-Wisp, so Regigigas is kind of done for the rest of the game. Unfortunate, we no longer have our Life Orb, we are burned, but it is what it is. We will take out the Sableye with the Draco Meteor. And then hopefully this Hailstorm does decent damage. I'm not expecting too much being burned. Ooh, that does nothing. That's, okay. So my guess is he's going for a Dark... Oh, he went for Steel Spike, okay. Into the Latios. Okay, so he's raising his defenses. What do we want to do now? If he does send out the Excadrill, I think we just Tailwind and then Quake into the Excadrill slot is probably the best bet. Okay, no. So the last mon's Torkoal, so we're definitely going to Quake into the Torkoal slot. Is it worth Tailwinding? He's got a bunch of slow Pokemon. Honestly, just double into the Torkoal here. That feels the best to me. So we are, unfortunately, already -2. Short of a crit, this shouldn't do too much. That actually still does good damage. And it wasn't a crit. So now we will see the Quake come through. Not really sure how much this will do through the burn. But it does essentially just turn off the Torkoal's Eruption. Torkoal's kind of pointless now. Okay, so it's Citrus Berry. So, not entirely pointless. It will gain back quite a bit of health, but I don't think that's enough health to really warrant... was that your best bet? Was that really your best move? Okay, so eject button comes out. I definitely think that he should have gotten rid of my Latios, because now I'm just going to Helping Hand Close Combat. Even though he has a defense boost, it's 4 times. It's from an Urshifu with a Helping Hand boost. I don't see a world in which he survives this. So, unfortunately, our Focus Sash is gone, but that's fine. Not really scared of the Torkoal in any way. Let's go ahead, we'll Helping Hand and Close Combat. Worst case scenario for us is that he guards and takes out the Latios, but then he's out of his Dynamax and Close Combat kills anyway. And he didn't guard. So, in theory, this is a very dead Tyranitar. And looks like we picked up a win for our first battle. So, definitely showing off the team really well. Really surprised he didn't set up the Sun. Like, I know that he wanted to just get the Regigigas out of there, but I think if he set up the Sun and was faster and got off a Sleep Powder, he'd be in a much better position. The fact that we just kind of essentially nuked the Venusaur right at the start definitely put a damper on my opponent's plans. But here we just get to honestly do anything. It doesn't matter, we're faster. So, for style points, we'll Giga Impact. The Wicked Blow is going to kill anyway. But there you have it, the first battle with this team. My opponent actually forfeits, makes sense. Not really much he can do here. So let's go ahead and move on to the next battle. Yep, we will continue battling. Barely went up. Let's try to break through that 20,000 barrier today. Alright, so we were able to find one pretty quickly. It's midday Tuesday. I don't expect it to be hard to find battles. We're not recording as early as we normally do, breaking the fourth wall a little bit. Okay, so I think that this team is honestly okay to just lead Latios Regigigas again. Whenever I see an opposing Metagross, I always want to bring the Urshifu. But, I mean, he's got the top affinity to counter that, so I think we bring Urshifu and Kartana here. As long as we can get rid of that Cinderace before Kartana comes out, we'll be okay. So we'll see. Pretty much what I'm hoping happens is he leads the Cinderace, goes for like an Airstream or a Knuckle into the Giga slot, and we can get off a Strike and just slow it down. So like best case scenario is the Knuckle, because then it won't go neutral with a speed boost. He could also potentially lead the Whimsicott, and maybe try to taunt us, but we have the Mental Herb. So it really depends here. I'm not really scared of the Toxtricity at all. Like, at all. Ooh, okay, I think my opponent timed out. If we see Cinderace Toxtricity, then my opponent definitely timed out. But I clearly saw it hit 0 before they locked in. Ooh, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, opponent timed out. That's fine. I don't know if he's not there or what it might be, but we'll see. I still think that I just Symbol Beam into my Gigas and then Max Strike into the Cinderace slot. I can always High Horsepower or Quake into the Toxtricity at a later point. I don't really feel the need to take it out. We'll see if we go to time here on the move slot, or the move selection. If we do, I might... Okay, so he withdrew, so he's still here. Maybe he wasn't paying attention, just timed out in the selection. That's fine. Switches go before maxing, so he could have still maxed his Cinderace. Okay, but he didn't. So I'm a little confused here what his game plan is. The Cinderace in every world is faster. I think it's like 120, or I think maybe 119 base speed. Okay, so he wanted to go for the high jump kick, which I guess that makes sense. It does more damage than Max Knuckle. That full zeros? Okay, it was a crit. Okay. That's just unfortunate. There's no way... I'm gonna throw the damage calc up, because there's no way that it KOs full zero. It's just not possible. We're in a really bad spot here. I honestly just think we Helping Hand and Wicked Blow into the Cinderace slot. With any luck, he maxes and Airstreams here. We will... Okay, so he doesn't max or Airstream. He could bounce. Man, okay. That's rough. That's really rough. So the Wicked Blow is going to miss. He's going to take us down to our Sash with a Moonblast. No, he goes for the Taunt. Okay. So we are Mental Herb. That's fine. So what we can do now is we can Tailwind here. And Detect. Now, that will make us faster than the Cinderace, and it is no longer a fighting type, so Wicked Blow will not be resisted. Let's see if he goes for the double taunt into our Latios. It's definitely possible. Okay, no, so he just goes for the Moonblast here. Into the Latios slot. Yeah, that does pretty much what I would expect it to do. It was another crit! What is my opponent on right now? Okay. So we've got Tailwind up. I kind of want to double into the Cinderace slot. Just in case. But I don't think I'm going to. Well, no, because if it okay. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this game anyway just because of the crits. So let's do what I think I shouldn't do but want to do. As long as he doesn't max the Cinderace here, I think we're okay. He's been holding his max, though, so who knows. He could really want to max the Toxtricity. Gmax Toxtricity has a really cool design. I'll give him that. Okay, so he does max it here. Man, the criticals. There's no way that that high jump kick kills unless it was a crit. Like, I am 100% sure. Maybe I'll look like a fool. The damage calc should have already been on the screen for you guys. I'll get that after this. Maybe I'm a fool, but I don't see any world in which that high jump kick kills. Okay, so he's gonna Pyro Ball into us. Okay, no, he Airstreams. So that brings us down to our Sash. I think the Wicked Blow KOs from this range. We should still be faster because that's +1 to our Tailwind. We're +2. So maybe all hope is not lost yet. Maybe we can still pull this through. Sorry, I keep like hitting the microphone with my controller. Maybe we can still pull this through. So he withdraws the Tapu Fini. He's probably going... Okay, so he goes into the Metagross. I'm okay with that. I think this Wicked Blow KOs the Cinderace. Okay. So now I can Wicked Blow into the Metagross on the next turn. And then I have to worry about either the Tapu Fini or the... What's it called? Toxtricity. Wicked Blow will definitely take out from that range. Oh, I mean, I guess the Metagross could have Bullet Punch. I'm gonna detect... No. Is everything just not effective on this Toxtricity? Wow, alright. What's more damage? This will do more damage. Do I detect? I think I just Sucker Punch here. In case he's got the Bullet Punch, I think I Sucker Punch. Okay, that was bad. That was really bad. So this Toxtricity is probably going to go for like an Overdrive or something. With any luck, this Kartana just crits it. But I don't see that happening. Oh, okay, that was actually probably a crit. Yeah. It wasn't enough to take it out, but at least we got one of our crits off. Unfortunately, still not enough. I think our best course of action is to KO the Toxtricity. Because he might protect the Fini here. We saw that it does have Protect. Okay. So that's good. Now, where does that leave us? As long as we get the... not the crit, but as long as we get the kill here, then we have to worry about a Metagross and a Tapu Fini. What can Metagross do to us? Okay, so we got an attack buff. I think if we Sacred Sword, it takes it out. We are Assault Vested, so living a hit from the Fini is preferred. Let's go ahead and Sacred Sword into the Metagross. It's neutral. We are +1 attack. Fini goes for a double Protect. Nah, that's not enough to take care of the Metagross. Okay, so I think we're probably within kill range from the Finny now, even through Assault Vest. Well, no, we do resist both of its stabs. So, with the best possible luck here, we KO the Metagross, and then just Leaf Blade the Finny on the next turn, because we're always going to outspeed the Finny. So, if we can survive whatever the Finny's going to do here, which, unlikely, we're at, I think, 20 HP, but if we can survive it, we will always kill with Leaf Blade. So it does go for Moonblast. It's powered up by the terrain, but it is resisted. No, okay. Unfortunately... Ah, he got another crit! What in the world? I'm sorry that I'm screaming in your guys' ears, but just like, what? Come on! I don't think that mattered. I'm gonna put another damage calc on the screen to see if that mattered. I don't think it did. I was only at 20 HP. But, like, at that point, it's just bad-mannered. He won that game off crits. Like, 100%. He won that game because of crits. And, I mean, I can't be too mad that's Pokemon. There is a luck-based aspect to it. But, like, just the fact that my opponent just crits me indefinitely. Like, that's not fun. Okay, so my opponent has a pretty weird team. I'm predicting the Clefairy and Spectre lead. So I kind of want to do this. I definitely have to bring the Kartana. It covers the Swampert, which nothing else really does on my team. But it does leave me really open to the Rotom-Heat. I think I bring the Urshifu... Well, no. Probably not the Urshifu. I think I just bring Latios Gigas in the back and try to get that off later game. My nose is, like, super itchy. Man, it must be really nice to just crit with every single attack. Okay, so he went Celesteela Clefairy, which I'm still okay with. The potential of that being like a weakness policy Celesteela is definitely high. I think I still just max here and Steel Spike into the Clefairy. Normally I'd want to save the max for the Gigas, but since I'm trying to do it later game, it doesn't feel like it's as relevant. This will also make sure that I live whatever the Celesteela is attempting to do. Okay, so the fact that you maxed it makes me think that it is weakness policy. The Clefairy's probably going to go for Follow Me, unless he Pro Plays me and goes for Protect. But that's fine. I think with the Eleki on the field... Okay, so he did go for Follow Me. That's fine. I think with Eleki on the field, we are okay as far as the Celesteela goes. Yeah, that still does really good damage to the Celesteela. We lower the speed. It doesn't look... Okay, it is weakness policy. With any luck, it is a physical Celesteela. I've seen both sets, physical and special. So with any luck, it is a physical Celesteela, and raising our defense is going to help us here. We do get off an attack, or a defense boost as well, and then our beast boost is going to give us an attack boost. So Kartana, just, what is it, like 180, 180... Ooh, no, 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 no. Goodbye, Kartana. I suck at Pokemon. Like, I try really hard to be good. And I just suck. Man. Alright, so I think we just Helping Hand Electroweb. He's gonna fake us out. Okay. Okay, he didn't fake us out. Well, no, fake out. Her Helping Hand goes before fake out. Okay, so he went for Light Screen. Which I guess that makes sense. Still does really good damage. With any luck, we survive whatever the Celestial is going to do and can just do it again. Sun Boosted Flare into the fragile little Eleki. It's not gonna survive. Alright, and now we pretty much have to hope that a Ice Punch is good enough to take it out. Which I don't think it is. But here's hoping. Maybe we can get lucky and freeze. Yeah, so with the Reflect Up, I don't think that Ice Punch is going to do anywhere near enough. It's neutral because Steel resists Ice. So we are no longer slow start. Our attack goes through the roof. Does it matter? It does not. Yep, and now he goes for Steel Spike. Goodbye, Regigigas. And that's going to be the battle. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it here. There's no reason for you guys to just see me run. That's all that's going to happen. I am going to put the rental code up on the screen just in case you guys want it. I still think this team has a lot of potential. I made a really stupid play in Game 3. Game 2, my opponent just got really lucky. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull forward the wins, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button down below. And I'll see you next time.